season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on last year's national champions, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will put total weather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Broncos racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Boise State!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the USF Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Broncos! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pulls it in. It's Bridges. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Wide open downfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on third. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early go. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who'd be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Looking downfield, it's Coffee. He's not afraid to go deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the tailback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's small. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. There he goes. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays. Into
the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulls are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Bridges. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Thanks to grab. They found a way to get in the ruck, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Coffee. Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it. It's small.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Fires to the big fella. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Boise State.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He's going to take off. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Bulls in the hurry up. To the air, it's Coffee. He's got him. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Bridges.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Fires left. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
That's caught. It's man. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Boise State.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you can see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.